red,
orange,
yellow,
green,
blue,
indigo,
violet,
red,
orange,
yellow,
green,
blue,
indigo,
violet, red,
red, orange,
orange, yellow,
yellow, green,
green, blue,
blue,
indigo,
indigo,
violet.
violet, red. The day he was born. I was only 9 at the time, but you'd be surprised how vividly one can remember things from when they were 9, and most often those things are the milestones of your ninth year. Mine was Tommy. I remember the hospital. I remember the waiting room. I remember the tall man in the white suit asking me the token question, "Would you like to see your baby brother?" I remember walking in and mom in the hospital bed holding something tiny and red. He looked wet and dry at the same time. His skin was soft and unscarred. He was brand new, hadn't even formed a personality, but I knew right away that he would be my best friend. And his small body was the most beautiful red.
Orange, orange juice. It was my 7th birthday, and I woke up to Gwen with a delicious jug of orange juice. Breakfast in bed. Cake for breakfast. Cake for breakfast in bed. And orange. The icing was orange. And my sheets were white. And I ate it all up way too fast and made an orange mess of icing and juice. And I could not stop thanking her and hugging her. And I realized right there that she was my rock, my support in life. And some of those stains never came out. But I didn't care, because anytime I was upset or lonely and Gwen was off at soccer, I could just know that I was okay, because I could feel her there in the lingering dregs of orange.
Yellow. His suitcase. It was the brightest yellow I had ever seen, and it looked just like SpongeBob. The plane had just landed, and there it was, going around the baggage claim carousel, meeting the delighted smiles of the other passengers. It was spinning, and so was Tommy. Mom and Dad and I were ready to leave the airport, but he was still running, sprinting as fast as his 9-year-old legs could carry him, just to try to stay aligned with the circling suitcase. He didn't even let Mom and Dad grab it. When the carousel stopped, he was pooped. The unlimited energy in those legs had faded. On that trip, he was especially excited to go hiking. Maybe I should have told him to sleep in and rest those tired legs while we went hiking. But he was so excited. Everything about him was bright and yellow.
Green, the jungle, the leaves, the bushes, the ground, the canopy, all of it was green. I walked along the path, binoculars in hand, tennis shoes all laced up. It was an adventure, and I was ready for it. The hiking guide was nice. By the end of the tour, all I was curious about, knowing before the trip, I knew. And then some. Green, the trees, the fruits, the edge. I got too close to the edge,
You got too close to the edge.
she said as she saw me approach it.
You got too close to the edge.
A bird. Was it a macaw? A hawk? A quetzal? I leaned and I looked and I got too
Got too
close
close
to the edge.
Blue. Tommy's hospital gown. Code blue. That's what they said.
I'm unconscious.
Now we are balancing on an edge of our own.
And everything was
Blue.
indigo. My bruises. I'm awake after a 2-day long coma. I look at them. I touch them, but I regret that. I remember learning about colors of the rainbow in all those educational cartoons I used to watch. Red,
Red,
orange,
orange,
yellow,
yellow,
green,
green,
blue,
blue.
purple. But they are all wrong. My kindergarten teacher said that there was more there. Indigo, the threshold between blue and purple. I never thought I truly saw or was able to define indigo until I looked at my body for the first time after the accident. 30 feet high, they say. A miracle, they say. I couldn't believe I had even survived. This was the milestone in my 9th year that I remember vividly. Bruises and scrapes and lacerations and gashes of red and yellow and green and blue and indigo just remind me of that.
You got too close to the edge.
And inside my heart felt indigo.
Violet, we took you home, and at our door were hundreds of violets and vases. Sentiments of hoping for a speedy recovery, get well soon, our deepest sympathy. Sometimes I wonder if, despite all the money paid for each violet, any of these words truly were said with sincerity. But here you all are here listening to us, so I feel like they were. I know that 9 years have passed. I know there will still be moments of deep reflection that may recall some hurt. But I hope that despite the setbacks of any magnitude that we face, it should not deter us from pursuing our higher call.
I have taken an internship at Moody Lab of Ornithology in Zephyr, Kansas. I study birds firsthand and am now acquainted with millions of species, their migration patterns, and their proximity to endangerment or extinction. My fall allowed me to fly. And I believe that I am still alive for a reason. I am alive to inspire others to soar, but also to know their limits, not to get too close to the edge. Instead, let's all emphasize physical and mental safety in our endeavors. And in that mindset, let's dream, let's reach, let's conquer what's before us, no matter what.
Red,
Orange,
yellow,
green,
blue,
indigo,
violet,
red,
orange,
yellow,
green,
blue,
indigo,
violet.
violet.
Do you believe in miracles?